Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Mean Streets. Well, we are currently in sunny San Diego. We have just traveled to Ron Morgan's beach house, and let's see what we can find here. Ron Morgan's beach house is located along a stretch of private beach on the Pacific just outside of San Diego. The hot, dry Santa Ana winds lash out across the back porch. Outside, the pounding surf is deafening, but inside it's strangely quiet. The air filtration system has not been turned on for a while. The room smells of stale cigarette smoke and spilled whiskey. When I enter the room, the door shuts behind me, setting off the security alarm. I have 5 minutes to turn it off before the cops get here. Okay, well, let's check over here. It looks like there's a panel of some type. Let's see, look at microwave. GE microwave bolted to the counter. Fridge. There's a videotape in the fridge. Let's look at the freezer. Small capacity freezer. Okay. Okay, there's a panel on the table here. Let's try that instead. Let's see, look at console. Control unit with 3 switches built into the coffee table. Let's see. Let's try switch 2. I just feel good about the middle switch. The cover to the coffee table panel is open. Oh, it's safe. Well, it's locked and I don't have the key. Okay. Let's try switch 1 then. Okay, that got the alarm. I don't know what switch 1 did, but lights is next to switch 1. Should have thought of that. Panel is next to switch 2. Burglar alarm is next to switch 3. See, I should have thought of that. Okay, but it's off now, so we'll go ahead and look at the lamp. Large overhead lamp. Can we turn the lamp on and off? This doesn't turn on, but a switch would. Okay, look at the couch. An 8-foot post-nuclear design couch. A solid oak and steel coffee table securely fastened to the floor. So nothing much there. Okay. Let's see, look at the plant. A small mutated palm tree rests on the floor. Okay, apparently I just moved it, but I don't know what that accomplished. Lazy Boy Comfort Recliner 2000, and a tall, sleek lamp is located in the corner of the room. Okay, let me move it, but I don't think that did anything. Well, let's try the computer. Computer won't operate without a pass card. Well, clearly we'll need to get one. Large lever chair, executive office desk. I guess it's too much to hope that this drawer will open without a key. Of course it is. But, answering machine. Ron, this is Della. Call me.
Ron, this is Della. Call me.
Ooh. Alright, let's check bookcase. Large bookcase filled with scientific textbooks. Chess book. One book high on the top shelf is a chess book. Tall, sleek lamp is located in the corner of this room. Okay, clear. We're going to need to get into that drawer there. Large lever chair on casters. Computer won't operate without a pass card. Let's see. Base of tank and fish tank. A large fish tank with many small fish darting about nervously. Looks like there's a pass card in there. A Nexus computer pass card sits half buried at the bottom of the fish tank. I somehow get the feeling those are not harmless fish. The octagonal base supports the fish tank. There's a door. Must be for a storage compartment. Looks like there's a book there. Book is titled Learning to Love and Care for Your Piranha. Yeah. Yeah, I can guarantee that trying to grab that is going to be dangerous to my health. Okay, yeah, I could have sworn I tried opening that a moment ago. Okay, can't get into the safe still. Okay, let's see. We got pizza and juice in the fridge. Okay, open the freezer. Ice cubes. They'll just melt. Well, thank you, Dr. Logic. Yeah, turning the plant on seems a bit demented. Okay, I can't do anything with the chair, it seems. Okay, that does turn the lights on and off. If only I had some fish food or something to distract those piranhas. Well, I'm out of ideas for the moment, so let's go check out some other locations first, because it's not like we don't have enough to do already. Hold on. Okay, yeah, it was back there. As far as I was saying, if this way, it gave me... Okay, yeah, that. Okay. Alright, that is Ron's Beach House. Next location we had was a place for Greg Call that Clements gave us an address for his lab. So we'll go ahead and try 4753. Way back in San Francisco. And give that a try. Alright, here we are at Greg Call's lab, apparently. Another firefight. Call's apartment is located in Vallejo. It feels quite Spartan, stocked with only the bare essentials. I search the place carefully, but there isn't much to see. I move the dresser in the bedroom, and a map falls to the floor. Map is of an area of California near Mount Shasta, and the navigation code is 8911. Circled. If the Law and Order boys have found this, they would have taken it. Maybe this is where the laboratory is located, and I can beat them to the punch. I return to my speeder as quickly as possible. Alright, and speaking of as quickly as possible, I'm going to jump cut, and then we're going to go there. And here we are. I find a location near Mount Shasta that was circled on the map from Professor Call's apartment. The landing spot is deeply in the forest, in heavily mountainous terrain. After searching the area for a few minutes, I find an opening to a small cave and go inside. The narrow cut in the rock descends about 100 feet and then opens into a large cavern. I see a small light coming from a chamber on the far wall, and I decide to check it out. This must be Call's laboratory. Well, that's looking ominous. Okay, standard desk drawer, which we will of course not be able to open. Of course. Fax machine. Operational but does not have a message. Computer. Won't operate without a pass card, obviously. Circuit box. Medium-sized circuit box. Open that. It's locked. Robot. A utility field robot, over 20 years old, looks to be in poor condition.
Danger! Danger! Warning! Danger! 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 Warning! Danger!
Let's see, stalagmite formation, a flat file. Can we open that? Map of California, navigation code circled 1700, Lost Dutchman Diamond Mine. Probably a red herring, but you never know. And vine. An extremely thorny vine. It's a natural addition to the room and cannot be removed. Oh, but I might be able to get a thorn off of that. Okay, same thing as before. Okay, the prototype containment system was designed for working with toxic chemicals and has two mechanical arms for handling material. Inside the containment area, one of the rubber seals is damaged. Let's see, it looks like there's a vial in there. A sealed vial labeled nerve agent. A small circuitry box key is inside the containment system. Until we fix that seal, I get the feeling we don't want to mess with that. A potassium calcium carbonate, which is formed by the drip of calcareous water. Let's see, large cabinet. Can we open that? Using the 3-in-1 oil that I found in Linsky's lab, I'm able to get the cabinet open, and that gives us diamonds. Let's see, voltage regulation control panel. Throwing the switch shuts down the internal confinement unit, releasing deadly nerve gas into the room. You have 5 minutes to deactivate the door locks if you want to leave alive.
Danger! Danger! Warning!
No
Danger.
kidding. Let's see, looking control panel. I guess flipping the switch won't be enough to do that.
Danger! Danger! Warning!
No, that just takes more time off. Okay. We now have a 10-foot pole, apparently. With the danger sign. Can't take the sign, alright. Okay, well, Problems be damned. Yeah, I love that message. You don't have what it takes to turn on a plant. You grab the vine and try to move it, but it's full of thorns and rips your hands. There's a shelf cut out into stalagmite, but you have to move the vine. You'll need protection for your hands. Okay. You try, but it just won't budge. Okay. I'm probably going to get killed for this, but we'll try. The stalagmite moves slightly and reveals a push button. Will that work? Pressing the button opens the door. And you know what? We'll step outside, save, and then come back here. Alright. Okay, and here we are again. And just to see if my suspicions are accurate. Cannot open the containment system. Okay, let's look at the containment system. Using the mechanical arms, you clumsily maneuver the key towards the slot and retrieve it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do the circuit board again. Okay, let's look at the switches this time, see if it gives us something helpful. Light switch and energy field switch. Well, we'll turn that one off so we can get to that computer now. Alright. Okay, plutonium unit. Control panel. Internal confinement unit, main control panel. And fusion generator. You hear a loud humming sound. It continues to get louder. I just did something intensely stupid, didn't I?
Danger! Danger! Warning! Danger!
Well, there was the hope that it might do something different this time. Oh, wait, yeah, the off switch was at the select eye down here. I tell you, my short-term memory was the second thing to go. I don't remember what the first thing is. Okay, we'll come back once I've got some gloves or hand protection. Okay, so next up on our list of locations was Bosworth Clark. Actually, yeah. We'll go ahead and do that one next. So let's see, he was 9932. Almost to Las Vegas again. And we are back at a hot pink lake with some gold islands in it, apparently. Must be the housekeeper's day off. Looks like a cyclone ripped through here, through Clark's lab. And it might be funny if it weren't for the fact that there's a man lying in a pool of blood on the floor, dead as a rock. Okay, let's look at cabinet. Tall metal cabinet with shelves and a door. This doesn't open, but a door might. Large power unit. A robot at a monitor station. That didn't do anything useful. Let's look at door. Large metal door. Okay, open the door. Don't have the key, of course. Okay, let's see. Table. Large wooden table lying on its side. Cigarette butts. Camel cigarette butts. Didn't we see Camel cigarettes at one of our earlier murder scenes? A matchbook from the Big Surf Hotel in Los Angeles, California. Okay, Big Surf. 5162. And thank goodness there are still matchbooks in the future so the detectives can use those to find locations. Think about it. How many detectives would have been thwarted if the villains used lighters? The list is titled Caged Rats and includes the names of top civic, political, and business leaders in the state. I imagine that's got to be a Law and Order thing. Glasses from a broken bottle is scattered all over the floor. And it lets me pick up the broken glass, but not the cigarette butts. Can we move the table? We can move the butts, it won't do any good, but okay. Well, I want to check out the victim, but are those gloves on the floor? Looks like it. Stainless steel sink, cabinet, standard insulated cabinet, brown leather work gloves. I think we know what we're going to do with those. A coffee cup with Ski Utah on it. A sandwich. A half-eaten bologna sandwich on the counter. Why not? Okay, control panel, satellite monitor, master control panel. Switch 1 is satellite visual station. Switch 2 is monitor station. Doesn't seem to have done anything. Blueprints. Blueprints of a high-frequency relay satellite. Okay. Control panel, which is short-circuiting. We probably want to avoid that. Computer won't operate without a pass card, so we got a number next to the system. The man lies sprawled on the floor. His eyes are wide open and bulging. The body is cold, but not quite stiff. He probably died within the last 18 hours. I find a thin steel cord around his neck. Looks like a pro's work. Office-style chair. Calendar for the year 2033. We don't see a need for that. Can I move the calendar? Aha! Compartment. Look at the compartment. Upon moving the calendar, you see a compartment behind it. Can I open it? I can. 50 shares of stock were $500. Legally, I shouldn't be able to sell that, but eh. Okay, look at the chair. Can I move the chair? Can I move the scientist? Let's see, artificial lever wallet with stiffling. Yeah, with stitching. Opening the wallet, you see an ID card with the name Bosworth Clark. Okay, but stealing from a dead man is not a real class act. I'll take the wallet and appointment book. Yeah. Small black appointment book. One of the pages is dog-eared. We'll look at that later, I think. A bank of monitors, some of which are broken, display information received from the satellite. It says computer monitors, and a drawer. Various computer listings of satellite transmission data, none of which makes sense to you. Well, I'll still grab it on the principle that you never know what might be useful around here. Can I turn off the power unit? You can't find a way to turn it on or off. Try to pry it open. Too heavy to lift. Okay, that just makes the robot move. Okay, well, that's all I can think of to do at this point. Presumably we need to go elsewhere to get a clue. But I'm thinking we can put those gloves to good use elsewhere. So let's head back to Greg Call's lab. And while I'm here... And it does not, unfortunately, have any of his stuff in the order that we took it. Book on chess, a 10-foot pole. Yeah, we wanted to pawn that. Yeah, there was an appointment book that we grabbed. That it said was dog-eared. Yeah, right, well. We'll go ahead and head back to the call lab. And jump cut away. We're back at Greg Call's lab. Okay, so now that we have some gloves, we should be able to mess around with whatever's on this shelf here. Using gloves I found in Clark's lab, I'm able to move the vine. A small shelf has been cut into the stalagmite. And hey, a pass card. Purple pass card. Okay. So now we've got a purple one. But we don't really know what his password is. But I think we can make some educated guesses given the list that we had before. Because there's only so many pieces on a chessboard. We already know we've got bishop, king, queen, pawn. I believe we think checkmate is the one for that. Okay, purple pass card. Let's see, so we've got kings, queens, bishops, knight. Password acknowledged. Please stand by. Deducing is fun. Let's see, personal log. It seems that the ultimate purpose of this microchip I've been designing is to control a person's feelings and emotions by implanting a device within the brain. This must be some sort of weapon which can destroy certain parts of the brain, of the mind, while leaving other areas intact. A victim could believe that he was fully capable of thought and reason and not even realize he was under someone's control. Well, we kind of knew that was coming already, but so yeah, we now have half of the passwords we need. We got the blue, green, yellow, and purple cards and the respective passwords for them. But I'm willing to bet we can get one more before we close this chapter out. Because another interesting object that we picked up, that 10-foot pole, you remember the lab with the ape in it. I think we can go back there and probably use that pole to open that up without having to go in there. So we'll go ahead and jump right to it. Here we are back at Cal Davis's lab. Of course, we have to shut the alarm off once more. But thankfully we remember how to do this one, don't we, kids? Move the rat cages. Open the circuit box. Flip the switch. Alright, so look in the cage. Let's get the box. Use the 10-foot pole you found in the cave and drag the box toward you through the bars. The box contains the orange pass card and some money. So now I guess we can hack his computer. Okay, so we now have the orange key card. And the password is checkmate. His last words. Okay, I've achieved minor success. The control microchip was placed inside the chimp today by drilling a burr hole through the temporal lobe. I was able to control the male's aggressive tendencies through electrical stimuli to the neurotransmitters in the brain. This action releases the appropriate amount of chemical to tame aggressive tendencies. The test is an encouraging sign that several sociopathic disorders could be controlled. June 22nd, have been able to manipulate elements of ape behavior by inserting control chip in the hippocampus region of the brain by using simulated electrical currents, or electrical brain impulses. I have been able to control the physical movements of the animal. July 10th, actually. Control area number 3. Insertion of microchip into the optical cortex allows me to control visual images to the brain. Electrical pulses of pleasure and pain produce corresponding behavior in subject. July 16th, minor setback. Subject was given a painful visual stimuli. The visuals must have been too intense. It should be TOO. Pardon me. This action caused a massive seizure and gave the subject a Berry aneurysm. The exploded blood vessel in the brain killed the subject almost instantaneously. July 26th, I've been instructed to try several experiments on the chimps, all of which have resulted in total brain damage, death, or permanent brain damage. What do they really intend to use this for? Instruction given now are to test the procedure on a human. I don't believe they are using the system for legitimate purposes. There is something devious in the request. I told them I'll have no part in further testing of this control system. I feel they have not told me the truth about how they intend to use this device. Clearly. But yeah, we are now 5 for 8, which strikes me as a good bit of detective work for this chapter. So we will go ahead and close it out here, and next time we'll start out by investigating the Big Surf Motel, which is the next link that we've got. We'll see you next time.